Hello and welcome back to ChelseaFansXI. My name is Harry. It's game 2 in the space of 3 days against Manchester City. This time the teams may be entirely different, but will the result be? Before we get started, be sure to smash the like button. We're nearly at 2,500 subscribers on this channel, so be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and of course hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Chelsea came out fighting in the first half, as I predicted. Probably most people were expecting us to show up at some degree. Everyone seemed to put their all into their performance in the opening 45 minutes. But as ever, the team struck with injuries continues to get injuries. Mendy, Chilwell, Fofana, James, Loftus-Cheek, Kante, Mount, Broja, and now Sterling and Pulisic to that list. That's a 10-man team. One more decent defender, and that's a top 4 contending side right there. Absolutely batters our current 11. Back to the second half, and as ever, the theme at Chelsea these days, the momentum changed. Of course, Man City came out with more intensity, but the opposite for us, once again, lack of intent, lack of aggression, lack of fight. We've just gone into, in at half-time with a weakened side against one of the best teams in the world, and have stuck ourselves into it with a good first half performance. And once again, we've come out for the second 45 and looked like a team with little to no ambition to get the win once again, i.e. Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth. It's just the same thing. Second half team, we are not. We always used to be back in, 5, 10, 15 years ago. We were always very good in second halves for the most part. But these days, gone are the days. Gone are the days, I'm telling you. Now, for this game, I expect some younger faces to be starting, not only due to injury, but let's face it, we're at the Etihad. We've only beaten them 3 times in the last 10 years in their ground. It's more likely a time to play some of the upcoming talent against the side that is most likely, if not contending, but most likely going to win the trophy and gain them, i.e. the young players, some experience. I thought Chukwuemeka was fantastic. Lewis Hall continues to impress. Omari Hutchinson, whilst most likely will play either off the bench or, starting 11, wasn't totally sold on his performance earlier this week. Thought he looked very overwhelmed on the big occasion, which is understandable at the same time. But, the likes of Chukwuemeka, Lewis Hall, it just looks as though it comes naturally to them. Team-wise, tomorrow, besides the injured dozen we've mentioned, I feel like the lineup will be very similar to that of the last game, just with the absence of Pulisic and Sterling, of course. Maybe expect to see Chukwuemeka and Ziyech on the wide too, and Havertz down the middle. Hopefully has a lot of people saying he had a fantastic game against Man City. I didn't quite see it that way. Not that he had a bad game, just didn't think he was as good as everyone else. Well, not everyone else, but a lot of people were making him out to be. Lewis Hall down the left-hand side alongside Carney Chukwuemeka would be a sight to see as well. If he is back in time, I'd expect to see Mount start in the number 10 position with Ziyech now out wide. Zakaria was a joy to watch, so him and Kova in the pivot will be nice to see once again, as it seems to work quite well against Man City a couple of days ago. The back 4, I think it's time to give Chalobah some game time. It's time. It is time. The right-hand side, the wing-backs, that's why I've chosen Lewis Hall over Cucurella. I think Azpilicueta needs not a rest, but time away, if not indefinitely. So for me, just give Chalobah the right-back role. If not, at the very least, give Silva some rest. That said, Thiago Silva had Haaland on toast at the bridge, so who knows? Who knows, realistically. Kepa in goal, as per. Maybe even give Slanina a shout. New signings, BADIASHILE and FOFANA, I doubt will be in contention, but never say never with the numbers so low as of late. I expect City to field a weakened side with a few regulars, probably see Grealish and Mahrez linking up with Alvarez in between them. I'd also expect to see Ederson to be rested and maybe the likes of Palmer, Gomez, Lewis, maybe Akanji to feature as well. Predictions, Listen, I think it may end up being more of a comfortable result for City, more of a formality in this instance. I'm going with 2-0 to City, but not in a negative way. I just think with the players that we're going to be playing, players they're going to be playing, listen, we're such an injury-stricken team. 2-0 City with maybe 1 or 2 close calls from us. But I expect City, whilst fielding a younger side, will be wanting to progress in this tournament, much like ourselves. But, City being the ever dominant force that they are these days. If things go wrong, expect Haaland to come out at some stage to turn things around. As ever, get your predictions in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Please subscribe. Again, getting very close to 2,500 subscribers every single day now. My name is Harry. It's another game against City coming up very, very soon. I'll see you tomorrow for those of you that are going on to the watch along, of course, on Chelsea Fan TV. I'll be hosting over there. Kickoffs at 4:30, so I'll be there at 4. And I hope to see you there. As always, up the Chelsea. My name is Harry, and peace.